Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
Stay tuned. Your program will begin shortly.
Live from Big Red's Gymnasium. Rival match volleyball today. Steubenville Big Red hosting Indian Creek. The Big Red coming in at 2-2 and Indian Creek coming in at 3-0. Along with Dan Vogel and Ashlyn Daly, this is Jim DiCarlo. Today's game, as all games, brought to you by our Grand Slam VIP sponsors, Rawson Smulch & More, Poe Financial, Barium and Chemicals, the Electric it's electric, Capital Recovery Systems, the Windfall Company, the Patio and Pub on Lane, Wheeling Post 1, Paulo Cleaning and Restoration, our touchdown sponsors, Dunbar Heating and Cooling, Guida Law Office, Corey Windjet, IBEW 246, Cedar One Realty, Crazy Mexican Restaurant, Commissioner Eric Timmons, Mario's Italian Restaurant, Hauser's Furniture, State Farm Agent, Casey Johnson, Franciscan University, SVRTA, Mosty Funeral Home, Barrow Ford Toyota, Edge Sports, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Water Transport, Tri-State Mobile Audiology, Ohio Motor Group, Route 22 Sports Bar, Jefferson County Health Department, First Westminster Church, Convenient Food Mart, Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Marcino's Enterprise, M&M Hardware, and Valley Converting. Our layup sponsors, Best Western at Franciscan, West Banco, Hood's Pharmacy, Dr. John Fiegel, Naples Spaghetti House, The Miracle Field, Anthony Mining Company, Valley Village Sleep Center, Steve's Fish and Chips, Josephine's Carryout, and Lancia Villa Royale. Today's game, our pregame, which we're going to go over now, being sponsored by Capital Recovery Systems. All starting lineups that Ashland will give you here shortly. Cedar One Realty, timeouts by Mario's Italian Restaurant, Any Spikes, Water Transport, Aces, the electric, it's electric, and the post game will be by Apollo Cleaning. As I said a minute ago, Big Red comes in at 2-2. Their losses have come to Harrison Central 3-2, and Martins Ferry 3-1, and they have beaten Carrollton 3-0, and Minerva 3-1. They are coached by Logan Colabella, Leah Ferguson, Sydney Snyder, and Suzanne Allen. For Indian Creek, their 3 wins have come to the hands of St. Clairsville 3-0 and 3-2 last night. They also defeated Cambridge 3-0. Indian Creek, coached by Crystal Hammock, Renee Antonelli, and J.C. Gotchel. So it looks to be a really good one. We're about 4 minutes from the opening serve. Comments and some key players to look for here, Ash.
Yeah, for the visiting Indian Creek Redskins, we expect big games out of Cameron Ketron, who comes in with 3.8 kills per game, and Brooke Kreitz coming in with 8 aces. And in just 3 games, that's pretty impressive. I don't think all their stats were updated online, but those are some huge stats to look at. For Big Red, Juliana Kramer coming in with 2.3 kills per game, and Aubrey Slosser with 10 aces.
So some of the other key players, and we're probably missing some, and we'll give them to you as they get into the game. Cena Smith is a veteran, played all around. Kayla Biasi, you said, was hurt last year. We'll try to let you guys know what other sports these girls play. Also, as I got some of those in pregame, Caitlin Smith, I was impressed last year with her all-around play. Emma Lyons, a key spiker, along with Annalisa Purdue, who got hurt last year right there at basketball season. Some of the key players for Indian Creek that I remember, Riley Sadler, Katie Cottis can get up and spike, Kara Vanderborn, heck of a blocker with her size, and you probably mentioned a couple of these before, but Kreitz and Ketron and also would be main contributors for Indian Creek.
Yes, especially, when you look at the lineups and you see Kara Vanderborn listed at 6'2", that's impressive, and it's intimidating to come against a girl with that kind of height at the net. So looking forward to see what she's able to do tonight.
Creek lost Kylie Anderson, Tori Robertson, who went to Ursuline, and Reese Scott. Last year, Big Red lost Suzanne Allen, Julia Arlesic, and Montgomery.
Tasia Montgomery.
Tasia Montgomery, okay. I wanted to make sure I got the right last name. And Big Red warming up here with 1:51 to go. So that's your pregame, sponsored by Capital Recovery Systems. When we come back in a few minutes, hopefully Ash will be able to get those starting lineups for you. Take a break here, Dan. Timeout break by Mario's Italian Restaurant.
Capital Recovery Systems, headquartered in Columbus, is an exclusive government debt collection agency. Their primary focus lies in local government collections, with a specialty in recovering delinquent court cases, parking tickets, and taxes. If you have any outstanding debts related to local government matters, Capital Recovery Systems may be able to assist you in resolving them. Remember, they're dedicated to both financial recovery and maintaining a positive reputation for their clients. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
The Jefferson County General Health District provides public health services focused on community wellness, disease prevention, and protection where Jefferson County residents live, work, learn, and play.
Jefferson County Health District, here to serve you.
The Target Shop has all your fall sports needs. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned Target Shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
At Mosty Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families, and will work tirelessly to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. In addition to the services we offer, you will receive an online memorial that you can share with family and friends. While honoring your loved one is our top priority, we also want to help you through this difficult time. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Mosty Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
When you hear the name Tri-State Mobile Audiology, you should know that you'll get quality hearing health care right at your door. It's convenient and professional, locally owned and operated. We provide services along with counseling and education that, if you can't leave the house or rely on transportation, can help improve your quality of life and hearing ability. With Tri-State Mobile Audiology, there are no gimmicks, no bait and switch marketing, and we provide much more than just a hearing test.
So contact Tri-State Mobile Audiology today, where hearing care is health care.
Earn big rewards on your favorite items at Convenient Food Mart. Buy 5 20-ounce Coke products and get one free. Join our rewards program today and save. It's easy and, of course, convenient. Earn big rewards on your favorite items at Convenient Food Mart. Buy 8 Monster, Reign, or NOS energy drinks and get your 9th free. Join our rewards program today and save. It's easy and, of course, convenient.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Get someone who actually can help. Contact State Farm agent Casey Johnson today.
Are you looking for a trusted name in residential and commercial real estate? Look no further than Cedar One Realty. Our team of dedicated professionals is here to help you find your dream home or the perfect commercial property. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the local market, we're the experts you can trust. Cedar One is a full-service brokerage that handles residential, commercial, property management and storage units. Call us today to schedule a consultation and see how we can help you achieve your real estate goals. Cedar One has over 60 agents serving the Ohio Valley. Cedar One Realty, leading the Valley in residential and commercial real estate. Visit us online at cedaronerealty.com or stop by our office in Wintersville today.
Got a sidewalk that needs replaced, or maybe your roof is leaking? How about some new windows? Who do you call? Fort Steuben Maintenance, that's who. Commercial or residential, they can handle most any project, big or small. They also do new construction and renovations. So get a free estimate by calling Fort Steuben Maintenance today and get them started on your next project. 740-283-4890 for Fort Steuben Maintenance.
This broadcast is sponsored by Lancia Healthcare, specializing in skilled care, rehabilitation, and transitional care. They have 3 locations to serve you or a loved one: the Villa Royale or Villa Vista in Steubenville and the Belmont Manor in St. Clairsville. Lancia Healthcare is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
All right, we're back here, getting ready for the starting lineups, brought to you by Cedar One Realty. And this first match, or this first game set, will be by Everard Bowe Funeral Home. Dan Bowe out there, good friend of the OVSO. Ash trying to get these starters, as we didn't have pregame starters. And again, starting lineup, Cedar One Realty. How about for Big Red, Ash?
For Big Red, we have number 10, Emma Lyons. Number 7, Caitlin Smith. Number 8, Araya Bigsby. Number 11, Annalisa Purdue. Number 22, Juliana Kramer. We have number 22. Number 2, Kayla Biasi comes in, and she is subbed in the back row as the libero.
She came in for Emma Lyons.
For number 10, Emma Lyons. Now we have for the Redskins, number 6, Riley Sadler. Number 8, Katie Cottis. Number 13, Kara Vanderborn. Number 10, Delaney Bates-Dahlman. Number 7, Cameron Ketron. Our libero is number 3, Allison McGraw.
Your officials, Tom Kovaleski and old friend of mine, veteran Dee Bailey. Take it away here, Ash. We're ready to roll.
All right, we have the opening serve from the Redskins. Good pass by Kayla Biasi, set in the middle to Purdue. Tipped, touched by Cottis, sent back over by Ketron. Outside, off the block was point Big Red. This one was tipped on the side, and it falls for Indian Creek. So now we have number 7, Caitlin Smith, back to serve.
Good tip by Purdue there.
Tipped over. It looks like Araya Bigsby got a hand on it, but just not quick enough. And the point goes back to Indian Creek. Katie Cottis is back to serve.
It was Brooke Kreitz for that nice tip over there.
Thank you. Cena Smith on the receive. From the opposite side was Bigsby. Outside from Cameron Ketron is received by Big Red. Outside from Kramer in the front row, but Ketron is there, tipped by Vanderborn. Biasi is there, outside to Kramer, sent deep. Allison McGraw got a hand on it, but unable to get the pass, so point Big Red. We have a sub for Big Red. Elena Vrabel is in for Araya Bigsby. She will be serving. Deep to McGraw. From the back row, Biasi with the pass, sent deep by Smith. Outside to Ketron. Off the hands of Cena Smith for a block.
I think that hit Ketron on the way out. That's why I went back to Big Red. Nice jump serve that time, but well returned, but nice jump serve by Vrabel.
The serve again. Deep from the right side, Delaney Bates-Dahlman. Outside to Kramer again, tipped. Sent over short. Cena Smith is there to push it back, and tipped by Katie Cottis. Another point for Big Red.
Early on, 4-1 Big Red. We're just starting. Thursday we'll have Steubenville Central hosting Weir High at the Crusader Gymnasium, Mickey Barber Gymnasium.
Vrabel again with these aggressive serves. And they usually lead to good things.
And that's going to be an electric. Oh, it's electric ace. First ace of the game. We got a timeout, 5-1 Big Red. Creek calls a good timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
There's a good chance if you're from the Ohio Valley, you'll remember Brad Pavlik from his days as a Crusader at Catholic Central High School. And his name will bring back some great memories. These days, Brad's a big supporter of all area local high school teams. Well, here's a reminder that Brad now manages Barrel Toyota and Barrel Ford. And he'll be glad to see you, whether you're looking for a car or just dropping by to say hello. A hometown favorite at two great hometown stores. Get a hometown deal from Brad Pavlik at Barrel Toyota in Cranberry Township and Barrel Ford in Zelienople.
The serve from Vrabel again. Outside to Cameron Ketron. Big Red gets a hand on it. Can they bring it back in after a nice hustle by Vrabel? Vanderborn receives, and it's just out of the reach of their setter, Brooke Kreitz. Another point, Big Red, after the timeout. Vrabel serves, McGraw receives. It's a back pass, so McGraw will be sending it over deep. Biasi is there, the set from Smith to Purdue, tipping it. Kreitz was there, free ball from Cameron Ketron. Back set to Cena Smith, off the hands of McGraw, another point, Big Red.
Cena Smith with a water transport spike. (7-1) Big Red, as Vrabel has run a bunch off here in a row with these good serves.
Deep to McGraw. She's got that pass off the net, outside to Ketron, into the hands of Smith and Purdue with a huge block. Vrabel serve. Deep to McGraw. McGraw gets a nice pass to the net. Vanderborn from the opposite side, just out. Big Red on a run here. Serve deep to McGraw. Just a wayward pass.
That's an ace.
Yes, sir.
The electric ace. It's electric. Vrabel is on a roll, man, this game. Those jump serves are going straight down, and Creek is having a hard time returning it, let alone getting authority on returns.
A nice strong pass off the first one. Ketron gets a rolling ball. Biasi is there. The set to Smith off the block, but great pancake there from what number was? It was number 8, Katie Cottis. Did we have a player in the net there?
I think Ketron might have been on the net on the tip.
So Vrabel continues to lead our serve here. The pass to Brooke Kreitz, outside to Ketron, rolling ball. Vrabel receives. Outside to Kramer, line shot. It was received by Brooke Kreitz.
It's a water transport spike and kill.
12-1. Creek making some adjustments to their serve receive here to just try to get this ball back. Off the net was Ketron. Biasi sending a free ball over. The set to Ketron, rolled. Biasi is there again. Outside to Kramer, another line ball, and we have a player in the net. And that was Kramer off of that approach. So we have a side out. Creek looks to make something happen. We have a sub, Campbell Caprita, coming in for the Redskins to serve.
12-2 Big Red, as Creek has stopped the run here.
Vrabel receives. Kramer from the outside. Cottis is there. Close to the net. Bates Dahlman unable to get it out. So Big Red has the serve back, and Annalisa Purdue makes her way back. Emma Lyons has checked in for the libero. Off the hands of Caprita. Good swing from Emma Westfall. Kramer, hard kill from the outside.
Another water transport kill. Big Red just doing a marvelous job on their serves, Ash.
Yeah, this is their
There's
strongest
another
serving
one.
game I've seen.
That's an ace there for Purdue. Electric, 15-2. Creek calls a second timeout. We'll be back after this. Mario's
It's Electric.
timeout.
The Electrico is a family-owned, full-service electrical contracting company that is licensed in Ohio, West Virginia, and PA, but remains community-focused here in our backyard. Dave and Darla Saba are committed to providing service that is family-backed. Whether it residential or commercial, the Electrico will provide service that will give you peace of mind and even lessen your electric bill. All electrical needs for new construction, remodeling, troubleshooting, whatever it may be, Electrico can do it efficiently. They service one happy customer after another, and for that I can attest. Call Dave Osaba at Electrico, 304-670-8277.
Off of the timeout, we have the serve from Purdue. Creek was able to make a spike approach this time, and Big Red sending it back as a free ball. Let's see what happens. The set outside to Ketron. Off the side of Annalisa Purdue.
Kill by Ketron. Water transport spike. You got a sub coming in for Big Red.
Biasi checks back in. We have
Purdue going out.
Okay. Riley Sadler checks back in the front row. Coming into the back is Gabby Taylor, and she will serve, attempt to chip away at this lead.
Gabby Taylor, nice basketball player for Creek.
Up at the net, Westfall was there to send it back down, but Big Red makes a great defensive play again off of the hands. Big Red there covering in transition. Just tipped away that time, so we have Indian Creek with their 4th point.
You give that one to Emma Westfall.
Kramer receives. Smith to Kramer. Free ball over. Cottis is there. Ketron into the hands of the block. Cena Smith and Emma Lyons. It falls on Big Red's side of the net.
Another water transport kill. So what's happening here, the servers are just dominating. A lot of free balls, Ash.
Yes. That's what you want to see. An aggressive serve can lead to mistakes. Smith from the outside tipping it. Taylor gets her hands on it. Outside to Ketron. Rolling ball to Vrabel. Smith to Lyons. Tipped again, but Taylor is there. Set to the middle, Westfall. Setter is out. Biasi sets this up for Smith. Just out. Indian Creek again.
Excuse me, right down that right sideline there and just missed it. So Taylor's on a roll here, and let's see if they get this point, if Logan had called timeout. That left-handed serve's wicked.
Kramer was into the net with that one.
So an Electrico ace.
Smith receives, pushed deep by Caitlin Smith. Ketron again. She's just off of the net. It's rolling. Kramer unable to reach that one.
Say Big Red needs a timeout here, Ash, any minute, huh? Got a nice lead, but you don't want, if you're Big Red, to let Creek get back in, and Taylor's doing a good job of getting them back in it.
Biasi receives. Caitlin Smith to Kramer.
And there's your Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout by Logan Colabella. 15-8, I believe. They didn't put the point up on the board. We'll be back after this Mario's timeout.
Everhart Bove Funeral Home, they believe you should take care of your loved ones while you still can. Pre-planning at Everhart Bove ensures that your family won't have to worry about the stress of final arrangements during this most difficult time. More importantly, they won't have to worry about how they'll pay for it. Visit Everhart Bove Funeral Home today and discover all the affordable options available. Everhart Bove Funeral Home, Wintersville, Richmond, and Burgolds.
Hey, we're back here after the Mario's timeout. Serves have been the name of the game here. Vrabel for Big Red and Taylor for Creek. I don't know if I missed one, Ash. I thought it was 15-8. They still have 15-7 on the scoreboard. So
yeah, but we have a little bit of a conference happening here. So at the scorers table.
So while I have a minute here, let's talk about a couple of these players. For Indian Creek, Gabby Taylor also plays basketball. Tylee Spencer is a cheerleader. Abby Pendleton, a cheerleader. Riley Sadler, a basketball player and a catcher, Ashlyn, on the softball team, a very good catcher for Indian Creek. Cameron Ketron is a basketball player. Katie Cottis, daughter of Mike Cottis. Delaney Bates-Dahlman plays basketball. Kara Vandeborn, Chad's daughter, is a cheerleader. And Emma Westfald is a basketball and tennis player. For Big Red, Cena Smith, who's going to Ohio U on a scholarship for softball, is a softball player, a tremendous softball player for Steubenville Big Red. Well, now there might have been a rotation error, too. So now instead of 8, they got 9.
Yeah.
So we're not quite sure
I don't
what
know
happened
if they,
there.
Yeah. All I heard was somebody saying there should be one more. Well, we missed that one.
And so they put 2 more up. I don't understand it. But anyhow, let me finish this while they're still discussing it. Kayla Biasi is a cheerleader, also is an airplane flyer. Annabelle Clutter plays softball. Elena Vrabel is a tennis player. Caitlin Smith's a trackster. Aubrey Slusher is a trackster and flies airplanes. Emma Lyons, a very nice softball player. And Elisa Purdue, an excellent basketball player who was hurt last year. Juliana Kramer plays softball. And Emily Tuttle is a power-hitting softball player. So they still have 15-9 now, so we're going to go with that. Not quite sure. I know they missed a point when it should have been 8, I thought, but I'm not sure where the 9th point came from.
The serve, Biasi receives. Kramer brings this one back in, and a free ball from Emma Lyons. It goes deep to Cottis. The set from Taylor outside to Ketron. It's received just off of the net. It looks like there was maybe some miscommunication. Big Red had a couple girls jumping high to try to make the block, and it falls for Indian Creek.
Got Slusher in for Big Red, going back to serve.
Another good jump serve from Big Red leads to an ace.
Electric-o, it's electric.
I know that Aubrey is one of the club volleyball players they have for Big Red.
Another electric-o ace. So Logan's pushing the right buttons on bringing in substitutes in the service line, back there.
Yeah.
Creek has had a tough time returning these serves.
Another strong one set to the right side for Ketron. It's in down the line.
That's a wham shot there. That's a water transport wham shot.
She is now back to serve. That was great. Those line shots are always so hard to defend.
3rd kill by Ketron.
The serve, Vrabel is there. It's off the net. Back set to Smith, and it's just mishandled a couple times. Off the tip. Bigsby will check back in for Vrabel in the front row. So our front row is Bigsby, Smith, and Lyons.
First game here, 19-10 Big Red serving. Cena Smith.
Ketron receives outside set to Cottis. Off of the block.
Smith and Lyons on the block. Very nice.
Cena Smith serving. Nice hard serve received by Indian Creek. Set back by Sadler.
Yep.
Ketron is there outside from Cottis. It's received by Big Red. Lions from the middle. Off the hands of Emma Westfall, but it falls on Indian Creek's net. Another point for Big Red.
Water transport spiked by Lions. 21-10, the red. Make it 22 with that ace. Cena Smith, it's electric. Well, these serves have gone straight down the hill. Really good serves by the red. Changing balls.
I believe so.
I'm not quite sure. Logan's wondering why they're doing that. I am too, okay?
We have an official timeout, I believe. For Indian Creek right now in the front row is Emma Westfall. And in the middle there is Riley Sadler. Over here outside is Katie Cottis. Gabby Taylor is taking their setting responsibilities. Ketron in the back row as well as Campbell Caprita. We notice right now Creek is not utilizing a libero. All right, game back on. Cena Smith here with the serve. Off the hands of Ketron, a free ball from Cottis. Big Red looking to use this off of the hands of Lions. Tip just out. And here comes the libero. She's coming in for Emma Westfall. We now have Allison McGraw back to serve. I believe we are back to their starting rotation with Kara Vanderborn in the front row. The serve, Cena Smith receives. Off of the net, so to the back row, a spike approach from Cena Smith. This one sails out. We have a point, Indian Creek.
22-12, the red. Game 1, best of 5. Big Red won the reserve match, 2-1.
Allison McGraw's serve. The set outside to Bigsby. Hard off of the hands. This one does fall in.
It was off the net back at the Big Red side, so point for Creek.
McGraw serving, looking to make their way back here. Big Red with a 22-13 lead. Off the arms of Smith, but Lyons is there. Free ball from Caitlin Smith. Middle set to Vanderborn, off the hands of Lyons.
Water transport kill. Creek trying to creep back in it. 22-14. Big Red.
McGraw's serve. Off the net, hard to read, ace.
It's an electric O. Used to be a long time ago, it was be a reserve, I believe. Now those all count. 22-15. Big Red trying to put this one away, and Creek being pesky.
Bigsby outside.
Good timeout by Logan. Mara's Italian timeout. Big Red 22. Creek 16. We'll be back after this.
This game is brought to you by Express Wash Touchless Car Wash on Sunset and Express Care Car Wash in Wintersville. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whatever your schedule, you can be sure to get your vehicle clean at either of these two convenient locations. Car cleaning made easy. Express Wash and Express Care Car Wash is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
We are back. McGraw serving for Indian Creek. Cena Smith receives.
Electrico ace.
McGraw again. Emma Lyons. Slusher there is for the set to Lyons. Rolling into the net.
Another Electrico ace. Wow, it's all been about serving this game, Ash.
Absolutely.
And maybe lack of return on serves.
I think we notice on both ends we're just not having our strongest serve receive for either side. When a strong server comes up, it's not matching up. Right now, Purdue. Yeah, Purdue checking back in for Lions and the libero. Kayla Biasi back to serve. She started this game with some strong serves. tip there in the middle. That was by Katie Caudice.
Smith tipped it out of bounds, so back to Creek, down by 4. Couple subs coming in for Creek. Number 9 for number 6. That's Brooke Kreitz for Sadler. And number 10, that is Bates Dahlman in for Gabby Taylor. Another ace, maybe?
Oh,
no, save. Beautiful.
Out of the net. The set to the middle to Vanderborn. Cena Smith is there outside to Caitlin Smith off of the hand. She receives that again. Vanderborn again. Just off the hands of Purdue.
Water transport kill. Vanderborn. Nice save that time by Slusher, which we thought was going to be a point for Creek. Ended up being a point, but it took a little longer. So 23-20 as Creek is creeping back. Another ace.
That one by Brooke Kreitz. She was leading in aces so far this year, so expect some good serves from her. Sent over by Slusher. Outside to Caudice. Bigsby is there. Smith sending it over. Creek looking to use this pass. Ketron sending it over, and it is out. Kramer checking in for Slushers, who would be coming to the front row. Caitlin Smith back to serve.
This is for the game here. 24-21 Big Red.
Two hits called for Indian Creek.
So we got a win by an ace. That's an electric O ace. And first game set goes to Big Red, 25-21. That was an Everhart Bow first set sponsor. We'll be back after this Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout.
Barium and Chemicals, operating since 1916, has consistently set high standards in the production of various chemical compounds. Their unwavering commitment to quality has propelled them forward. So, if you're in need of industrial chemicals, remember Barium and Chemicals. Barium and Chemicals is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Okay, so where do you go for fish during Lent? Why, Steve's Fish and Chips, of course. Great fish sandwiches and excellent fish junks. Oh, and shrimp, too. Plus an assortment of sides. It's great during Lent, but Steve's Fish and Chips is an excellent choice anytime. They have burgers, chicken wings, and salads, too. You've got to try the fried pickles. Steve's Fish and Chips. Call today and order 740-282-3261. 740-282-3261.
Valley Converting, located in Toronto, Ohio, purchases paper products from the public daily. Valley Converting is a manufacturer and converter of 100% recycled paperboard. For information or questions about Valley Converting products and services, contact them at 740-537-2152. Valley Converting is located on South 4th Street in Toronto, Ohio. Take your paper recyclables to them and convert them into cash. Valley Converting is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
First hit goes to Big Red, 25-21. They jumped out to a, I believe, 15-1 lead and held on as Creek made a furious comeback. The moral and story of the first game was the service. Great serves. I don't remember one bad serve into a net the whole game, Ash. Second set brought to you by Valley Converting, Mike Biasi. So please patronize our sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you these great matches. So Creek with a little momentum, Ashlyn, because they've come back and made it a heck of a game, but Big Red still holds a 1-0 lead. You want to give us the second set starting lineups?
Yeah, for the visiting Redskins, Gabby Taylor. She could turn. I could see your number. Katie Caudice, Kara Vanderborn. Is this Bates Dahlman? Ketron and McGraw had checked in already. For the home Big Red, Caitlin Smith, Mariah Bigsby, Annalisa Purdue, Juliana Kramer, Cena Smith, and Biasi the libero checks in. Caitlin Smith is here with our opening serve, received by McGraw. outside to Bates-Dahlman. Biasi is there. Free ball over by Purdue. Taylor looking to use this with Vanderborn off the hands of Purdue, but Ketron is there getting the dig. Biasi setting this right side to Bigsby off the tip. Ketron is there outside. That one was to Cottis. Outside to Kramer for Big Red. Cross court, Ketron with a dig. Vanderborn off the hands of Purdue. She plays it off of her own block, just can't get it high enough to get some help.
A water transport kill by Kara Vanderborn, 6'2" Kara. Also a cheerleader for the Creeksters.
Good jump serve there by Cottis. Outside to Kramer. McGraw is there with the dig. Outside to Ketron. Cross court in.
That's a wham shot there. Right down to the ground. Another water transport kill. 2-0 Creek, game 2. Big Red up 1-0.
Again, Cottis serving. Short into the net. Coach C.
I jinxed them, huh?
You did.
I jinxed them. 2-1. 2-1. Big Red gets a point.
Vrabel checking in for Bigsby as she comes back to serve. She had some great serves in her
first
first
the star
game.
of the game, man. First game with all those great serves and aces.
Into the net.
Yeah. We better stop talking about all those good things, right? 3-1 Creek.
We have some subs here. Westfall checking in for the libero, and Campbell Caprita checking in the back row. She comes to serve. Cena Smith receives. Caitlin Smith with the set to Juliana Kramer. Tipped over by Westfall, sent back by Big Red. In one, back and forth.
Nice
We're playing
save by
tennis
Taylor
here.
that time. Boy, Gabby Taylor with the save. Helps them get that point.
Cena Smith sailed her approach out.
4-1 Creek.
Caprita serve. Cena Smith receives. Caitlin Smith sending her to the outside. Cross court. Off the arms of Caprita. Great hustle by Ketron to try to bring it back in. Just unable.
Great water transport kill by Cena Smith. John Brody starting to wake up down there, Ash. Big Indian Creek supporter. Comes to all their games.
That's so great for the kids. I know they love to see that support from their community. Vrabel digging Juliana Kramer from the outside. Cross court. Ketron off the arms.
Water transport kill. So glad to see Annalisa Purdue back in action after sitting out all the basketball last year.
Yeah, that's terrible, but she worked hard to come back.
Nice player, all-around athlete for volleyball and basketball.
Deep serve just out.
Well, I don't know how you let that go. It's so close. Those are tough decisions, but a good decision that time for Creek as they sub.
Brooke Kreitz checking back in, as well as Riley Sadler.
Early on, game 2, Creek up 5-3. Big Red won the first set, 25-21.
Tip close at the net there. Vrabel did a great job getting that serve. Cena Smith from the outside. Caprita is there outside to Ketron, rolling it short. Just a bit late in that transition there for the block coverage was Biasi, so that falls as a kill.
And that would be another water transport kill.
Nice serve received by Biasi. Just miss-hit. Bringing it back in is Kramer. Kreitz set to Ketron, tipping it to the line, but Caitlin Smith is there into the net.
Another kill by Ketron, 7-3 Creek.
The serve again from Kreitz. Vrabel there. The set to Lyons in the middle. Great spot on the line.
And a kill. You take that, says Lyons, huh? Number 10.
Kreitz had a great attempt to get a hand on that. Just out. Schlusser's checking in for Kramer to take over serving duties.
So Mike Keister from Water Transport's getting his money's worth tonight with all these kills. Ashley, the first game was the game of serves. The second game has been the game of spikes and non-serves. We've had more bad serves in this game so far than like quadruple what we had in the first set.
Well, Ketron not letting that stay true, Coach D. There was Smith off the hands of the block. It falls for Indian Creek, so point Big Red. Bigsby checking back in for Vrabel in the front row. Cena Smith will be back to serve.
She had some great serves in the first set. Here's another one. Ace. That's an electric. Cena Smith. What a tremendous center fielder she is. Also pitches for the Big Red. A heck of a leadoff person and one of the best base runners I've ever seen. Just about your speed, Ashlyn, on the bases.
Great. I mean, that's... she can catch me. I'll give it to her.
Dan, we didn't steal many bases with Ashlyn.
Great opposite side kill by Riley Sadler.
Sadler, water transport, 9-6 Creek.
Back in is Vanderborn as well as McGraw in the back row to take over serving responsibilities. The set outside to Bigsby. Great approach, and it was tipped.
I'm giving out a wham shot, Ash.
Yeah.
Water transport, kill, and wham. 9-7 Creek.
Biasi is back to serve, and Purdue is checking in the front row. Great job by Cottis receiving. We have somebody in the net.
I think it was number 8, Cottis.
Okay. So Biasi continues.
Looking to tie it up here.
Received by Cottis. Tip from Vanderborn on the outside. Purdue tipping it back. Sadler was there. Biasi receiving. Right side from Smith, sending it deep.
Beautiful.
Wow. Great hustle. Great hustle by Indian Creek. It just falls out. McGraw reached, dove, pancake to get a hand on it, and she did.
Katie Smith did a nice job seeing that corner open down there. Got that point. 9-9, all tied up here.
Sending it over in 2 from the set. Biasi outside to Bigsby, tipping. She sees a hole.
She's excited. Big Red with her first lead here as Creek's going to call a timeout. So 10-9 Big Red, game 2. Big Red up 1-0. We'll be back after this Mario's timeout.
Looking for the perfect spot to catch the game? Head on over to Route 22 Sports Bar in Weirton. We're not just a sports bar. We're the benchmark for sports bars in the Ohio Valley and Pittsburgh area. Savor our perfectly cooked bison burgers, fresh salads, and more. Wash it all down with a delicious beverage of your choice. Route 22 Sports Bar, where good food meets great sports. Find us at 3073 Springs Drive, Weirton. Route 22 Sports Bar, your game day destination.
Second set brought to you by Valley Converting. Mike Biasi. Big Red up 10-9 and serving.
Kayla Biasi is back to serve now. Received by Ketron in the back row. Right side set to Sadler off the hands of the block.
So we got a water transport kill. What do we call it? I think
okay. There was a tip. I even said off the hands. He called out initially, but great job by the line judge calling for the tip. Some subs for Creek.
Got Suzanne Govey down there hurting the Big Red cause. She
said,
I'm just calling it the way I see it, she said. She was a great track runner, Suzanne Govey Allen.
Gabby Taylor serves for Indian Creek. A nice hard serve, but it's set outside for Purdue off the hands of the block. Bigsby is there. Outside to Bigsby, sending it. Taylor there to receive. Vanderborn sending it over off of a tip. This one is in.
Finding the hole there.
That was a call from our other line judge, Megan Lloyd.
Yeah. Megan, an ex-Crusader, as was Logan Colabella, the head coach of Big Red.
Taylor's serve was received by Biasi. Caitlin Smith finding that line again, but just out. Taylor's serve. Sina Smith receives. Set to Purdue. Tipping. That hole is wide open for Creek, and they are taking it.
We're back to Caitlin Smith serving. Down by a point, 12-11, Indian Creek.
Received by Ketron. Taylor set to Bates. Dahlman is tipped over. Set to Bigsby off the hands, and not a Redskin there to receive that one.
Tied up on that water transport kill by Bigsby.
Caitlin Smith. Ketron is there. Bates Dahlman. Biasi digging this one. Sending it deep again to Smith. She likes that corner. Brought back in.
By Taylor, and it would happen around the pole.
Yeah, didn't quite make it around the pole there, so that is considered out.
It's a great save by Taylor, but Creek could not get it to go inside the pole. 13-12. Big Red might be their first lead of the night here in the second game.
Nice hard serve is received by Creek. Vanderborn with a quick kill.
The short set by Taylor, and Vanderborn was up to the task. 13 apiece.
Serve received by Sina Smith. Sent deep by Purdue off the hands of McGraw.
Cottis couldn't get there. Big Red retakes the lead, 14-13, as you got a sub in there for Bigsby, and that's the server.
Yep, Elena Vrabel.
Vrabel. Look at that serve. Great serve.
Vanderborn with a bit of a tip. Purdue tipping to Ketron. Great dig. Vanderborn setting Ketron. A rolling shot. Kramer is there. The set to the right side for Sina Smith off the hands of the block, and this one falls.
Sina not very tall, but she can get up. Give her a water transport kill on that one.
Vrabel serve. Tipping off the net. Vanderborn is there. Wow. Ketron with her hardest hit of the night.
Another water transport kill. 15-14. Big Red. As we got subs coming in and out constantly in this match.
Yeah, we have Campbell Caprita checking back in to serve, and Emma Westfall in the front row. In the net. So Emma Lyons back in the front row for Kayla Biasi. Purdue serving. Ketron receives. Outside to Westfall off the hands of Vrabel. A lift is called.
Those seem to be so subjective sometimes, you know, whether it is or it isn't.
This crew is on it, though. I saw them call a couple lifts, double hits, even in the JV game. Again, subs for Creek, Riley Sadler back in, as well as Brooke Kreitz serving now. Biasi receives. Nice high pass. Emma Lyons with a beautiful set and a kill.
It's a wham shot by Lyons. A water transport wham, 17-15. The Red, last couple years, after COVID, they don't switch benches anymore, so you stay on the same side in case people are wondering why.
Big Red serve. Deep, but Cottis was there. Big Red now. Sina Smith from the outside off the hands of Sadler.
18-15, Big Red. I look maybe for Crystal to call a timeout if Big Red gets this point. but she only does have one left, though.
The serve was deep, and it was received well by Caprita back there. Again, she's moving quick to get these line shots. Ketron, I'm not sure if that was off the block or the net, or a mixture of both.
It went into the net, I
okay.
think. So 19-15 Big Red as they've stormed back here, down 6-1 early. Now make it 20. Crystal needs a timeout, and she's taking it right now. 20-15 Big Red. Game number 2. We'll be back after this Mario's timeout.
Are you looking for high-quality mulch and aggregates for your landscaping needs? Look no further than Rawson's Mulch and More. Serving the Ohio Valley and Tri-State area, Rawson's delivers top-notch products right to your doorstep. From decorative stone to mulch and more, Rawson's has got you covered. Don't settle for less. Choose Rawson's Mulch and More for all your landscaping needs. Call 740-632-7742 to place your order today.
Ohio Valley Sports Online is your sports authority. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Live streaming high school and NCAA sports, plus weekly football coaches shows right here on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
20-15 Big Red, and serving in game number 2 as Big Red won the first set 25-21.
Slusher's serve. The set to catch on the right side, sails deep. (21-15) Big Red as Slusher continues serving. Off the hands of Caprita.
It's electric. Another ace. 22-15 now. Red trying to put game number 2 away.
Caprita receiving. Catch on free ball from the opposite side. Slusher is there. Caitlin Smith setting outside to Cena Smith. Great job by Brooke Kreitz to get a hand on this one. Sent over as a free ball. Big Red looking to use right side from Caitlin Smith. Cross court. Kreitz is there. Outside to catch on. Deep and just out.
She's had some nice spikes today. Those two sailed long.
Mm-hmm. Slusher's serve. Received well by Creek. Right side from Ketron. She tips this one. Lyons sending it over. Ketron from the outside. She's being a little more controlled there. Cautious, and it works out for her. That's point Indian Creek, 23-16. She's set to begin her serves now. The serve to Lyons. A set to Lyons, just mishit into the net.
I think she got underneath that instead of behind that ball that time. 23-17, Big Red.
Catch on serve. Into the net. We have a game point coming up for Big Red. Bigsby checking in for Vrabel. Cena Smith back to serve. Off the hands of Caprita. Falling out. Game point for Big Red there.
So Big Red wins set number 2, 25-17. Big Red up 2-0. We'll be back for set 3 after this 3-minute break from Mario's Italian Restaurant.
The Jefferson County General Health District provides public health services focused on community wellness, disease prevention, and protection where Jefferson County residents live, work, learn, and play.
Jefferson County Health District, here to serve you. The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning, clean floor to ceiling. Apollo.
You hear hear the name Tri-State Mobile Audiology, you should know that you'll get quality hearing health care right at your door. It's convenient and professional, locally owned and operated. We provide services along with counseling and education that, if you can't leave the house or rely on transportation, can help improve your quality of life and hearing ability. With Tri-State Mobile Audiology, there are no gimmicks, no bait and switch marketing, and we provide much more than just a hearing test.
So contact Tri-State Mobile Audiology today, where hearing care is healthcare.
At Mosty Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families, and will work tirelessly to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. In addition to the services we offer, you will receive an online memorial that you can share with family and friends. While honoring your loved one is our top priority, we also want to help you through this difficult time. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Mosty Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Now we're back. See if Ash can give you the Cedar One starting lineups here in a second.
Yeah, we have Emma Lyons for Big Red, Araya Bigsby, Annalisa Purdue, Caitlin Smith, Juliana Kramer. I apologize, that is out of order. However, that's just how they were standing on the court at the time. I'm sure Biasi will be checking in for Lyons in the back row here shortly. Waiting on the Redskins to come on out and join us.
They still have a minute, and Crystal's taking it.
Absolutely, as she should.
And she should. Third set brought to you by State Farm. Casey Johnson. Third set by Casey Johnson. Big Red took game 1, 25-21, and game 2, 25-17. So tell me, Ash, what would the reasoning be there for the libero to come in? Why don't they just start the libero instead of taking somebody else?
So the libero is technically not a starter, and they have more opportunities for subbing. It's kind of I don't want to say a free sub, because that's not the case. But instead of using up your allotted amount of subs in a game, the libero is able to freely check in and out. It has to be with the same players. But typically they do that for their middle players when they go into the back row. Those are your taller, little bit less agile girls behind the back.
I'm going to give a wham for that. Caitlin Smith, who I was impressed with all of last year, behind the back, Willie Mays style. By the way, there's 18 subs in a game, and libero doesn't count as one, as Ashton told you. And speaking of which, makes the play, and who's serving? Caitlin Smith.
We saw that, I remember a lot last season. Set outside to Juliana Kramer into the hands of the block of Vanderborn and Bates Dahlman. Huge block by those two.
So tied at 1, set number 3. Big Red up 2-0.
Cottis' serve received by Sina Smith. Caitlin outside set 2. Juliana Kramer cross court. This one is out.
A lot of close calls, and you got Suzanne Allen down there, and she's being very fair and honest, Ash. They've gone against Big Red.
She has. She's doing a great job. Outside to Kramer again, off the hands of the block, tipped twice this time off of Gabby Taylor as well.
Good hustle by McGraw there, even though no chance, and that's a kill, a water transport kill by Kramer, who's also been impressive tonight.
Vrabel checking in for Bigsby again. Couple of starters here for Creek in this third set. We have Allison McGraw, who was our libero. I see Vanderborn, Ketron,
Taylor,
Cottis. A lot of the same names here. Vanderborn from the opposite side. Just under that one, and it sails quite a bit.
3-2 Red. You don't want to let Vrabel get hot here. She can be very streaky.
This one out. Yep.
Mr. Jinx, right? Mr. Jinx. She is a very good server, though. I'm impressed with her tonight.
Westfall checking in, as well as Campbell Caprita for Indian Creek. Caprita with serving duties now. Biasi receives. Right side to Purdue. She decides to pass this one over. Ketron approaching into the hands of the block. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was great hustle there by Bates Dahlman to pick that one up off of the block. She just happens to slide under the net. Purdue back to serve. Lions checked in the front row. Ketron receives. Taylor setting it. Bates-Dahlman with a swing on that one. Kramer from the outside in the net. Back and forth this game.
4-4, all tied up here.
All right. Brooke Kreitz checking in as well as Riley Sadler. Kreitz will be serving Riley in the front row. Biasi receives. Set to Smith, cross court, off the hands of Cottis, but her team is there to pick her up. She's able to free ball this one over. Set to Emma Lyons in the middle. Not sure that it made it over. That one's in the net. Kreitz will continue serving. Biasi receives. Outside to Smith. Tipping this one out.
So remind me of the rule, Ash. Like Smith's foot was on the line. Does it have to be totally over the line to be considered out with a foot?
They probably could have called her as under the net on that one, but with the ball going out, that was probably the first call to make. Lions swinging out. No tip on this one.
Most of those long spikes are because they're underneath the ball and not behind the ball. As Creek now with a 3-point advantage.
The serve is back for Big Red after this one is out. Slusher checking in for Kramer.
Again, this third set brought to you by State Farm. Casey Johnson. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors.
A hard serve there. Caprita receives. Ketron tipping from the right side.
Beautiful.
She finds a hole this time.
Very smart. She's had some nice slams. At that time, she found the opening. 8-5 Creek.
The jump serve. Received well by Big Red. Set for Emma Lyons. Off the block. This one's out, so we have a point for Big Red.
Water transport kill, Emma Lyons.
Bigsby checking in for Big Red. She is fired up to get back into this game.
Dancing around down there, huh?
Cena Smith to serve.
There's an electric ace.
Off the hands of Katie Cottis.
Cena Smith doesn't jump serve, but she's a pitcher and she knows how to get a little bit of English on that ball.
Serve back. Ketron is there. The set to Westfall off the hands of the block. Bigsby able to pass this up. Cena Smith sending it back over. Caprita is there outside. Nice cross-court shot by Katie Cottis.
A wham shot. Her best of the night, cross-court.
McGraw back in. Vanderborn back in. Indian Creek looking to hold on to their lead. The serve received by Cena Smith. Outside to Bigsby off the block, but Slusher is there. Lions up to Vanderborn. Vanderborn off the block, and it lands on Indian Creek side of the net.
Lions with another water transport kill. Big Red looking to tie it up here, down 9-8.
Biasi serve deep. Cottis is there outside to Vanderborn. Sails again.
Nine.
Biasi serve. Received. Outside to Vanderborn. Rolling it this time. Slusher is there. Caitlin Smith taking the set for Bigsby. Off the hands of the block.
Vanderborn with a nice block. Tough sometimes to get over that 6-2er unless you're going cross court. 10-9 Creek. It's been back and forth in set 3. Big Red up 2-0. Big Red won the JV contest 2-1.
Gabby Taylor back in to serve. With Taylor also checks in Delaney Bates-Dahlman. Caitlin Smith sends this one over off the hands of Dahlman. Great job by McGraw getting this ball to stay in. Little bit of a tip by Slusher. Great decision there, finding a hole. She's subbing out now for Kramer to come into the front row, but that was really smart choice by her. Caitlin Smith will now be back to serve. Back receiving is Ketron, Taylor, McGraw, and Cottis. Quick set for Vanderborn, received by Smith. Free ball back in by Kramer. Taylor set. Outside, off the hands of the block was Cottis. Great hard hit. Kramer from the outside, tipped off the block. Vanderborn unable to bring this one back up. Point, Big Red.
Water Transport kill, 11-10 the Red.
Caitlin Smith to serve. McGraw receiving. Taylor's outside set to Bates Dahlman. Smith's quick line shot there. Vanderborn sending it right back over twice there. Looking to get a spike here from Kramer. In cross court kill.
That's a wham shot by Kramer.
Waiting for the ball to come back. Timeout for Indian Creek. Big Red with a 12-10 lead.
It's a Mario's timeout. We're going to take it with us. We'll be right back.
Looking for a great meal? Stop in Mario's Italian Restaurant and Lounge and DeCarlo's Pizza, located at 3806 Main Street in Weirton. Proudly serving the tri-state area for over 60 years. Family owned and operated, serving salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza 7 days a week. Call Danny at 304-748-1179 or visit them at mariosrestaurantandlounge.com. Good luck to all area teams from Mario's Italian Restaurant and Lounge.
You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction.
That's okay. Caitlin Smith coming back in to serve off at the timeout. 12-10 Big Red. Ketron receiving the set from Taylor. Right-sided tip from Cottis. Big Red playing it well. Free ball from Vanderborn. Cena Smith is there. Outside set to Kramer. Off the hands of Ketron. Taylor bringing it back in. A roll from Cottis. The approach from Bigsby. We have someone in the net.
13-10, Big Red. It's a nice save that time by Katie Smith to get it over, setting it up for Kramer.
McGraw with a nice receive. High free ball over. Bigsby.
Another save by Smith.
Ketron with a good dig. Little miscommunication for the Redskins.
(14-10) Big Red. This third game brought to you by State Farm. Casey Johnson.
Vanderborn, there she is.
That's the wham shot. Water Transport by Vanderborn. Nobody returning that one, Ash.
No.
I think Megan Lloyd jumped out of the way of that one. It's an ace. Electrico. That was Cottis.
Megan started a new job. She doesn't have time off to be hurt yet. The serve. Smith receives. Caitlin Smith to Kramer off the net. She makes a good choice to take some off of that one, but McGraw is there. Vanderborn sending it back across court. Purdue with a second pass over. Taylor set to Vanderborn. Quick.
Bam!
She is coming alive there off of those.
Using her height right now to her advantage. 14-13. Water Transport kill for Vanderborn. 2 in a row for her.
The serve, Kramer receives, nice high pass. Purdue
Take that
returns
back.
her, yeah.
Purdue, that's a whammer. I think it went off Vanderborn's shoulder. 15-13, Big Red.
Vrabel coming in to take over some serving responsibilities, which she's been doing well this game. Ketron, great job by Vanderborn getting this back up to save it. Biasi to Caitlin Smith, Purdue, sending it deep off the arms of Cottis. McGraw, great hustle from Taylor as well to try to bring this back in.
16-13 Big Red. Creek must win this game to keep the match alive.
Vrabel serve. Deep McGraw is there over the net. Cena Smith plays this one. Set from Caitlin back to Cena. Tipping. Ketron is there to make the play. Set outside to Ketron. Off the hands of the block.
Nice block, no double block over to Kramer. There's a kill. Kramer's tough on that cross court from left to right. 17-13. As Creek takes a much needed timeout. Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout. We'll be back.
You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded and will even give you a free estimate. Fort Steuben Maintenance. You want the number? 740-283-4890.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Well, we got an electric ace by my girl back there, Vrabel, 18-13. She really serves flat. Once in a while, it may go into the net. But, boy, she just barely gets over, and that sucker is dropping quick.
Yeah, that's what you want out of these jump serves, especially. Taylor to Ketron tipping. Purdue playing off of her block. Kramer from the outside.
There's that cross quarter. Water transport kill. When the game's over, we'll come back with our play of the match. When this match is over. So far, I have my idea of the play of the match.
Now I have to think. Pressure in the net.
Gotta be.
Good sign language, Coach D.
19-14, Big Red.
Great receive by Biasi off the serve. Purdue from the opposite side off of Bates Dahlman's arms.
That's a kill, a water transport kill by Purdue.
Now she will be back to serve. Lions checking in for Biasi. Purdue serve deep. Cottis just gets a hand on it.
It's electric. Another ace for Big Red, 21-14 as they're pulling away here in set number 3. Creek out of timeouts.
Purdue's serve out. Biasi coming back in to take over defensive responsibilities. Few subs here for Creek. Brooke Kreitz checking in as well as Riley Sadler as Gabby Taylor and Bates Dahlman take a rest. Serve from Kreitz. Vrabel is there. Nice high pass. The set to Smith. Tipping it just not over the net.
One of the few errors you see Cena Smith make. Big Red by 5.
The serve received by Vrabel. Set Smith. Left hand
left-handed,
sneak.
baby. She went up with a right hand spike and hit it over with her left hand. Full to Creek, 22-16.
Slusher in to serve. Another good, consistent server this game. Back to receive for Creek, Ketron, Caprita, and Cottis. Caudice, nice high pass for a set for Ketron. Off the hands of the block. Good play by Kreitz. Pushing it over. In the net. Slusher unable to sneak it back out. Ketron serving. Off the hands of Smith. Set to Cena Smith off of the block of Caudice. Araya Bigsby checking in. She's been excited. She's had energy all night. I've seen Creeks girls trying to pick each other up, telling get up, get the energy up. Bigsby has enough for all of us tonight. Right side approach from Westfall. Bigsby on the outside.
He is, and it's
There's
in.
that energy for a kill.
That's a wham kill. So game point, match point. Big Red 24-17.
Cena Smith, game point serve. Caprita's there. Set in the hole was Caudice. It did come up. They weren't sure if they played it, but that was a kill.
Yep, water transport kill by Caudice. Trying to hang in there is Creek, but they're going to need 6 straight here, Ash.
Vanderborn in the front row. McGraw to serve. Cena Smith receives. Biasi helping out in the back row. Caitlin Smith pushing it deep. Ketron is there. The set to Vanderborn. Tipping. Finding that good hole.
You have to go up to protect the block with Vanderborn.
Absolutely. McGraw serving again.
Tough
Out.
play
Yeah.
to lose it. So Big Red victorious here in game number 3, 25-19, and wins the match. We'll be back for the post-game, Apollo Cleaning post-game wrap-up after these messages.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
All right, we're back. Big Red winning the set 25-21, 25-17, 25-19. In the first set, Big Red was up 15-1. Creek made a furious comeback, just fell short. Creek took a 6-1 lead in game set number 2, and Big Red came storming back to win 25-17. Third game was seesaw for about 3/4 of the game, and Big Red pulled away 25-19. This post-game wrap-up brought to you by Apollo Cleaning. Your thoughts on the match, Ashlyn?
Good match by both teams. Strong serving that we saw, unless you said something. Again, it was great to see Big Red kind of transition. You know, I've seen a couple games from them. They were lacking in the off the block coverage or serving. They had quite a few mistakes. I know they really picked it up this game. Creek, I'm looking for them to continue to improve. Couple of their big hitters, it seemed like they were just off a little bit. Ketron having a few that would sail, or Vanderborn just mishitting a few as well. So I know they'll be able to shape up and get those down for kills more often.
Creek definitely has the side. I was very impressed with Big Red's athleticism and all-around play, saving balls, setting, going cross court, and getting some key serves in there, especially in the first game. Well, our play of the game, our B&B Wintersville Trophy Shop play of the game, is by Caitlin Smith with her back to the net. I don't think I've ever seen that. Eyes behind her head, it seemed like, pushing the ball right down to right corner where nobody was there. That's got to be my play of the game.
Yeah, I'd love to see the film on that because I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. That was great heads-up volleyball IQ play by Caitlin Smith.
We'd like to thank our in-game sponsors, Capital Recovery System, Cedar One Realty, Mario's Italian Restaurant, Water Transport, the Electric it's electric, and Apollo Cleaning. Big Red wins 3-0. We'll be back on Thursday when Weir High plays Steubenville Catholic Central at the Crusader Gymnasium, Mickey Barber Gymnasium. For Dan Vogel and Ashlyn Daly, this is Jim DiCarlo wishing you all a good night.